Yes, Ramesh, introduce yourself and what is your question?
I'm Ramesh. I'm running a company called Mark Technologies since 2012. I have a vast experience on electrical and mechanical. So for almost 7 years, I worked for telecom companies only as a vendor. And after a pandemic, there were a gap. After a pandemic, I just don't want to enter into corporate, and I started thinking, let's do for a retail business.
Mm-hmm.
So I've taken up a distribution for Tesla batteries. They are
Mm-hmm.
into UPS and batteries also. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever the Tesla products they launch, that will be in my shop. So I just thinking that sales is not happening since 2 years. I'm struggling on movement of product. So now I'm thinking, let's rebrand my company or on this
Yeah.
to improve my sales. I
Yes.
just need
So
some
you are selling,
suggestion.
you're reselling the Tesla products, and
Yes,
do you have the permission to white label it?
yes.
Oh, very good then. Okay. So you're struggling for
So,
sales since past 2 years. So tell me more. It was
so
going.
I just want to rebrand my company name for Mark Technologies.
Okay.
So I have a future plan also.
Okay.
So maybe I'll be signing on another distribution ship with another company,
Mm-hmm.
and into also third company is with water softener, eco-friendly water softener.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that. So all put together, I just want to rebrand my company name. So is it possible or have any solution on that?
Yes, definitely. So I
Something
think
that, yeah.
yeah, in yesterday's episode, in the second half, we spoke a lot about the concepts of branding in a very, very crisp way. So now, see why companies keep launching new products is because it might be the same thing. It might be the same thing in a new wrapper, correct? So new, and I also remember I was in Germany. There was same parent company which was running two different electronic shops. Okay. So same company owns both the electronic shop chains. And why they do it is because, and that those are number one and number two also. Okay. So uh, you always can restart your life because, of course, this name itself is not good enough. I mean, according to me, the smart technologies, it's all your company name. It might be private limited or whatever it is. It's your company name, but people may not understand. So, you know how to use ChatGPT? Do you know how to use ChatGPT? Okay. So there is something called ChatGPT, or you can help some people who know how to use ChatGPT, because in the old times, you have to pay a consultant like me to give you a good brand name. Okay. So when you go to something called a ChatGPT, this time in this not time for me to show you that. When you go to ChatGPT and type what is your business about and who is your target customer, it starts giving you some suggestions that this might be a good brand name. Okay. So since you have the permission to rebrand and white label their Tesla products, you can definitely launch as a new person. You can start new. Okay. And just confirm that. Do you have an agreement from Tesla that you can white label?
Yes,
Very good.
I
Then
have.
it's fantastic. So that means then what you do is you start marketing as your brand, and you can have a website on that new brand name. And since you have signed up with Tesla as one of the suppliers, try to figure out, are there people like you who you can create employment for? See what happens is in life, as we start getting older, or for whatever reasons, we become less and less efficient. But there was a time when we were very good with the same skill, correct?
Correct.
The
Yeah.
skill might be right, but we may not be the right person anymore. It is like Narayan Murthy. Once upon a time, he was the right person to do the coding. Okay, but as he starts aging, his efficiency of coding will become reduced. What he does is he has hired people who can do better job than him. Similarly, what you can do is you can find out people who are better at doing sales under your branding. You can, that is one of the ways you can start rebranding and restarting your life. And branding gives you that access to
Yeah,
restart.
even Tesla. That's what in previous session also I was speaking about this battery refurbishing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember? So this concept is brought from the Tesla only. It is a very good concept
Mm-hmm.
actually. When we see in a bigger volume, there is something can be worked it out actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how it is actually.
So
I understood that concept for almost 6 months. I worked with that how this concept works actually.
yeah,
It is very good concept actually. Refurbishment. So for any other brand apart from Tesla, no other brand they are into refurbish actually.
yeah. And talking of branding, whenever you feel that you have a negative vibe in the market and people don't respect you, they don't like what you do. So it is a very good opportunity to restart fresh,
Yes.
right? And people don't, I mean, they will respond to you differently. You'll notice it once you restart, they will respect you in a different way. They will connect with you in a different way. And you should always remember, right? Like if you are, see, typically when sales don't happen, what happens is we tend to see, oh, this is the my sales will never happen. But what we tend to forget, Ramesh, is that the world is so big. 99% of people don't know you at all, right? So there is
Yeah.
so much of
Understand.
so many new people that don't know that you exist. So I'm talking about a scenario where you have completely like messed up your current business, completely like there is a bad reputation or whatever. You can restart by rebranding or coming up with a new brand, like a starting from scratch. There is no carryover of the negativity from the past, and that you can restart and have new connections and new people and new management and everything can restart. A lot of times, a lot of companies do that because to let go of that old momentum of negativity, they can restart like this. Definitely, you can do it for sure.
That's how I have the same idea what you said. That's the reason I even spoke to Nivedita to create the website. I'm about to finalize the things. And next part is whatever the existing products I have, I need to sell it out through some channels as you suggested you to take it up in Instagram ads and Facebook ads also. I posted it actually 2 3 days before. I got a very good response.
Very good.
So that is how one thing. And after all these things, after this event, what you are conducting, I really want to, as you said, to restart my business. That's how.
Please start fresh. Please, you can be hopeful because what I can definitely tell you is entrepreneurship is not easy. I can tell you that for sure. What you
Yeah,
see,
I understand. Almost how much 12, 14 years of my shop, I mean, my brand and market is happened. Everything I say that. Even company have ESF also. Just imagine if ESF means almost 20, 25 people I manage with the employees.
hmm,
That is how I run. But corporate, I've seen enough of corporate, but probably now the situation is entirely changed. Not before like telecom, now not before like as 10, 15 years before. It
hmm,
has
hmm.
come down now. So that's the situation. I just paused and I changed my mind to retail. That's how I sourced and I thought, okay, Tesla is a good brand. There is a name in the market. So I negotiated. I mean, I entered into an agreement and taken up a distribution for them. So this is the step now.
Got it.
But after 2 years also, I'm not seeing much sales. There is no visibility, which company has to do it from their end. That focus is not there. Due to that, even I suffered a lot. I just need to change again. I cannot wait until I need to work it out to my
Yeah, so definitely the I It is very similar to what happens in cloud kitchens. That's what we're discussing, right? Cloud
Yes.
kitchens also suffer like this because and there is no value and nobody invests into cloud kitchens also. Why? Because cloud kitchens are technically speaking they are the dealers of or service providers of suppliers of Swiggy Zomato. So there is so if not for Swiggy Zomato, there is no life for these restaurants. So now if you are in that business of you are a dealer or you are supplying or you're doing that kind of a dealership work, very difficult to create value, very difficult to sustain because you're just trading. There is no value in the
Yeah, understand. But what I took the challenge is directly to the distributorship. I supply materials to the dealers. Under me, there were almost the 25 dealers also.
Hmm.
But in turn, when I look into that, there is no rotation on the funds. They
Hmm.
block the
Hmm.
amount.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
rotation is not happening. So it's hampering my business.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So that is a condition now.
Got it. So, I mean, two things, right? Like, please come to the 10X Summit where we are going
Definitely,
to.
definitely. I
Yeah.
will
So
said no, I confirm. I'll be
that
visiting.
yeah, that's one part. We got to meet a lot of founders, and you'll get clients also that day. Okay, because we
Yeah.
are doing that kind of networking that day. You'll get clients. That's one. And second is keep working on your business, and definitely I recommend you join our membership also, so that you get this hand holding because
I
it's
need it. I need it.
yeah,
Actually, even I was looking for BNI also, but I as a visitor, I visited almost 2 3 chapters, but I'm not satisfied with. That's the reason I literally waiting for an just to come up. So I thought I studied this 10 core.
yeah, yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I mean,
You
a lot
may
of
know.
people, yeah, a lot of people compare us to BNI, but see, I'm not saying that we are better or BNI is bad or anything like that. So BNI is a referral organization, and we are a growth stage. We focus on how to grow business, and along with it, there is a part of networking that also happens. That is the reason why people compare us. But our structure and our DNA is completely different to what happens in BNI because BNI is so fantastic. I mean, it is our mother also, right? Because I learn a lot from BNI, the way they do it, and I really hope that we can become so professional like them as well because so much structure, well structured. So a lot of inspiration from there. But definitely, yes, a lot of people respect us, the work we do. I met the ones who started BNI in India also, and they recognize us and they know that we are doing very good job. So yeah, so we have good vibe from both the sides.
So
So
I see many people in this group are hungry to do the business. Even
hmm,
I'm also one among them. So thought, okay, let me join hands and grow together. That's the idea. I have that.
fantastic, fantastic. So I think since the question is done, so I'm going to pause the recording.